Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to jump right into a topic that trips a lot of people up: how to use many, much, and all those related words like somebody and anybody.
You know that moment, you're about to say something and you pause. Is it many books or much books? Much water or many water? If you've ever had that split second of doubt, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to clear this up for good.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The good news is this all boils down to one really simple core rule. And here it is, the whole foundation. It's actually way simpler than it sounds. For many, just ask yourself, can I count it? 1 car, 2 cars, many cars. Easy. Much, on the other hand, is for all the stuff you can't stick a number on, like concepts or liquids. You wouldn't say one advice, right? So you'd say you have much advice. Here's a perfect example in action. Images. Can you count them? Yup. 1 image, 2 images, 100 images. So naturally, we use many stereotypical images. It's a classic countable noun. Now let's flip it. What about diversity? Can you count that? Nope, it's an idea, a concept. You can't have 1 diversity, 2 diversities, it just doesn't work. And here's a little pro tip. Much shows up a ton in negative sentences. There isn't much coffee left. It just sounds right, doesn't it? All right, you've totally got the basic rule down. So let's build on that with a tiny little twist. It's all about one little 2-letter word, of. So the rule here is super straightforward. If you see a word like the, my, or your right before the noun, you've got to slide that of in there. Think about it. You'd never say, many my friends are here. It sounds all wrong, right? You have to say, many of my friends. That of is like the glue that holds the phrase together. Okay, ready to level up? Let's talk about those compound words. Somebody, anywhere, nothing. They might seem tricky at first, but trust me, there's a really clear and simple pattern to them. And this chart breaks it down perfectly. Basically, if you're making a positive statement, you're going to use words with some, no, or every, like we need somebody to help, or I've looked everywhere. But the second you ask a question or make it negative, you switch to the any family. Is anybody home? I can't find it anywhere. See how it just flips? It's a pretty clean switch once you see it. All right, enough theory. Let's put this into practice. It's time for a quick check to see if all this is clicking for you. Ready? Okay, first one up. She didn't know blank about its customs. The key here is the idea of knowledge about customs. Is that something you can count? And the answer is much. You got it. Knowledge is a concept. It's uncountable. So she didn't know much. Nice work. Okay, next up. How blank of your classmates have studied a foreign language? Pay close attention to the little words right after that blank space. The answer is many of. If you spotted that word your, that determiner, you totally nailed it. That's our signal that we need the of. How many of your classmates? Perfect. Number 3 coming at ya. There are so blank delicious dishes to choose from. Simple question for this one, can you count dishes? You bet you can. 1 dish, 2 dishes, 3 dishes. So the answer has to be many. So many delicious dishes. Awesome. All right, let's test those compound words. Is blank else besides me going? The big flashing clue here is that this is a question. So what does that tell us? It tells us we need a word from the any family. So the answer is anybody. Is anybody else going? Excellent. You're really getting the hang of this. Okay, number 5. Now this one can be a little tricky, so think carefully. How blank time do we need? The key word, of course, is time. And the correct answer is much. Now I know what you might be thinking, but I can count hours and minutes. And you're right, you can. But when we talk about time as a general concept, it's considered uncountable. So we always ask, how much time? And our final question. There's blank to do around here. I'm bored. So this is a statement, not a question, and it's definitely expressing a lack of something. The answer is nothing. There's nothing to do. It's a really cool quirk of English. We use a positive sentence structure, there is, to give a completely negative meaning. So let's do a super quick wrap-up of the key takeaways. Many is for stuff you can count. Much is for stuff you can't. You need many of when you see a word like the or my. And for questions or negatives, you're going to reach for one of the any words, like anybody. That's pretty much the whole shebang. And there you have it. Hopefully, the whole many versus much debate feels a whole lot simpler now. So I'm curious, what's another grammar rule that always makes you second guess yourself? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, if this explainer helped you out, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We put out clear, simple explainers just like this one every single week, and we'd love to see you again. Thanks for watching.